Radio Heatherwood is here for you. Your favorite kind of music, requests and dedications too. On 301 meters on the medium wave band, Radio Heatherwood.
Now I'm going to hand you over now to Mr. Kenneth Kendall, who will open the Fete for us and you can start buying. Thank you. Mr. Kendall.
Good morning or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here with you today. I think I should have warned the people who invited me that no matter where I go, if they haven't had rain for years, they'll have it the day I get there. And this is exactly what's happened today. But actually, I was reminded when it started raining last night very heavily. I'd come down from London when it was raining very heavily. I was reminded that a few years ago, I don't know how long now, there used to be a company called Kendall who made umbrellas and Macintoshes. They had shops all over the country. And their motto was, Kendall keeps you dry. I'm afraid it doesn't work with me. I'm sorry about that. Now, some of you last weekend may have seen a mammoth fundraising event, ITV, the ITV Telethon, and it raised a tremendous amount of money. Some of you may even have contributed to that large sum of money. But I hope you didn't spend all your money last weekend, that you've kept some for today, because the League of Friends, your local League of Friends, really deserves all the support you can give it. The National Health Service has never been able to provide all the little extras and comforts that make life in hospital slightly less disagreeable. Never have been able to do that, and the Leagues of Friends have always, all over the country, as I know well from having worked with others, have always been a great support to the hospitals. And more so than ever now, when the National Health Service is suffering severe cuts, are they calling upon the League of Friends to provide these extra comforts. So please remember that there may be a time when you will have to go into hospital. It happens to almost all of us sooner or later. So think of those people in your local charity and do what you can to support their work. Now, they've all worked very hard to put this Fete together today, and so I hope that you will support the local League of Friends by giving of your very best today. Try and enjoy yourselves in spite of the weather. I mean, it's not really going to rain, and if it does, it won't hurt you. You're not made of sugar. You won't melt. So have a good time and spend as freely as you can. And I'm now delighted to declare this Fete open.
Radio Heatherwood is here for you. Your favorite kind of music, requests and dedications too. On 301 meters on the medium wave band, Radio Heatherwood.
6.
Good, he's clever, this lad, isn't he? Oh, I wish I was as brainy as you. You got any favourite teachers at school?
No.
No? Don't you like your teachers?
No.
No? Why? Why don't you like them? School's the best day of your life.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
It is.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's school day's the best day of your life, isn't it? No. No, you're not keen on school?
No.
No. What do you like watching on television?
Whack-a-day.
Whack-a-day? You like that, do you?
Yeah.
You told me you've got a joke to tell me.
Yeah.
Come on then, let's hear your joke.
What's Batman doing up a tree?
What's Batman doing up a tree? What's the answer then?
Looking for Robin's nest.
Yeah, round of applause for that, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Budding star here, budding star. Yeah, next one. You got any more jokes? No, is that the only one you know? Well, I think we'll give you a prize for that. But you want to practice to be a DJ now, don't you? You want to announce my next record?
Yes.
Come on in. Bon
Jody living on a...
Prayer.
Prayer.
That's it. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. A new star on Radio Heatherwood.
All right, here on Radio Heatherwood on 301 metres medium wave, 999 kilohertz. We're going to have live on the radio and out on the field an auction for a handmade quilt made by a former patient of Heatherwood Hospital, and it's a lovely quilt, and the theme of the quilt is little houses on the prairie. and a guest auctioneer will be Chris Bidgood. So if everyone out on the green would like to come to the PA stand, we'll start the auction. There is also a bottle of Sandeman's signed by Kenneth Kendall will be in the auction as well.
A bit of 40 now. Now things are heating up a bit. It's absolutely superb, ladies and gentlemen, it really is. We did originally have a reserve of £50 on this quilt. 45 pounds, thank you very much behind me. Anybody else want to go up higher? Anybody else? Anybody want to come up with a bid of more than 45 pounds? Well, I think then going once, going twice. So's the lady behind me then, I think, in that case, of 45 pounds. Name is? Your name is? Mrs. Luca has taken it. Thank you. Thanks very much. Oh, yes. And I've forgotten one other thing. There is a bottle of Sandeman's Port here that's been signed by Kenneth Kendall. Must make it worth quite a few pounds, I should think. I think if we could start off with £10, it's a bottle of Sandeman's Port. Anybody interested in a bottle of port for £10? With Kenneth Kendall's signature on it. Too high? How about £5? Anybody after a bottle of port for £5? Sandeman's Founders Reserve. £5 I have on my right. Anybody else? I think it costs about £6 in the off licence. £6 for Mrs. Bidgood back there. Thank you. Anybody else? £6. We have 7 on my right. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? £7. Bottle of Founders Reserve Port, signed by Kenneth Kendall, going for £7. Anybody bid me 8? Mrs. Bidgood bidding me 8. Thank you, Mum. Anybody else want to take it away for 9? Anybody else? Have you got the money, Mum? Okay, anybody else? Okay, going once to Mrs. Bidgood for £8. Going twice. Anybody else? Okay, sold to my mother, Mrs. Bidgood, for £8. Thank you, Mum. No, I won't take a cheque.
Baby, you bring out the sweet in life. You've got everything I need. All the love in the world I would give. All the love in the world just to love you, baby. You give the sun reason to shine. You make this life a brighter dream. All the love in the world I would give. All the love in the world just to love you. All the love in the world. All the love in the world. I'd give it all for you to stay with me. I'd give my life to find a way to make our love last longer, to make the love last stronger, to make it clear every way. On 301 meters on the medium wave band, Radio Heatherwood.